Hello everyone. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment saying where you're from and when you watched. That way, YouTube will continue to show you stories like this. Now, let's get started. The next day. Michael and I spent the morning preparing to return to the forest. The atmosphere was heavy, making the minutes drag on. Michael grabbed extra candles, a lighter, and a large bag of salt. He also copied a few passages from the old notebook onto paper in case it got damaged or lost. I prepared a new flashlight and a small hunting knife. Although I knew that these items would not be enough to fight the entity, at least they made me feel that I was not completely helpless. As dusk fell, we left the house. The last rays of sunlight disappeared behind the mountains, leaving a purple mist over the forest. I walked with a heavy heart. With each step, the question echoed in my mind: would I survive to return? Michael walked ahead, his shoulders tense, his eyes determined but still worried. We went deeper into the forest, and like before, the air became thick and cold. The further we went, the more strange the noises around us became. Sometimes it was the giggles of children. Sometimes it was a faint whisper right next to my ear. I shivered, but tried not to stop. Michael continued to recite the scriptures, his voice resounding, stronger than usual, as if to drown out the intrusion of darkness. After nearly an hour, we came to the clearing with the giant tree. The night was dark. The flashlight cast a shaky light on the rough trunk. The dark hole in the middle of the tree was still there, like a portal from hell. As soon as we stepped into that clearing, the atmosphere changed dramatically. A cold wind blew by. The candle Michael had just lit immediately flickered and went out. The familiar voice rang out, this time not as gentle as before. It was deep, drawn out, distorted, but still retained the timbre of my mother. The voice called my name, then changed to Michael's, then changed to a child's voice. The sounds overlapped, echoing from the hollow tree, as if 100 souls were speaking at once. I almost collapsed, my ears ringing, my eyes blurred. Michael pulled me to my feet, then sprinkled salt in a circle around the two of us. He began to chant, this time louder and more fiercely than ever. The hollow tree shook. The ground beneath our feet cracked slightly, from which a thick black air emerged, swirling in the air. In the black air, the shape of a creature gradually appeared. It was tall, its body as thin as a skeleton, its hair hanging down, covering most of its face. When I raised my head, I saw deep eye sockets glowing inside like two ghostly blue flames. It opened its mouth, but instead of one voice, dozens of voices mixed together at the same time, calling my name, calling Michael, and laughing loudly. I almost collapsed in fear, but Michael remained steadfast, chanting each word as if shouting into the void. The entity roared, approaching the salt circle. When its foot touched the edge, a flash of light caused it to recoil. I saw the anger on its distorted face. Its eyes flashed more fiercely. Its laughter echoed throughout the forest, shaking every branch as if it were about to break. In that moment, I understood that the salt and the prayers could only keep it out, not drive it away completely. It was still there, circling the circle, trying to break through its protective barrier. I heard the snapping of branches, the howling of wind, and the sound of footsteps running around us. It was not just a lone entity, but the whole forest had become its ally. Michael shouted at me to stay strong, not to respond to any voice, but when my mother's voice rang out, full of pain and longing, my heart was torn apart. I wanted to jump up, to run out of the circle to save that figure. I trembled, tears welled up, but my last reason still kept me there. I knew that once I stepped out, I would never return. The confrontation lasted for what seemed like an eternity. Then suddenly, the entity stopped. Its bright eyes stared at me, then let out a clear whisper, "I will wait for you tomorrow night." Immediately after that, its figure disappeared. The tree hollow became silent again. Only the cold air covered it. Michael sat down on the ground, sweating like a shower. I also sat down, my body exhausted. We knew clearly this was just the beginning. It had arranged another meeting, and the next time would probably be much more intense. Stay tuned for the next episode to see what happens as we prepare for the final confrontation with the thing that haunts the forest.